And we welcome you here to the Mountain Vista Gymnasium for a varsity basketball matchup between the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles and the Ponderosa Mustangs. I'm Bryce Tracy here with Steven Smith. Steven, Mountain Vista's basketball team, they've been playing all right, but not up to expectations mid-season. What's been the biggest problem for them?
I'd say strategy. Basketball is a game of size. It's also a game of speed. Vista's strategy is to rely a lot on fast breaks and using those to their advantage. They want to create opportunities off of the other team sleeping and off turnovers. And I would say they've met their match with the big kids. That's a big thing in today's basketball, is that the bigger the kids and the better chance you have of winning, no matter how fast the team is.
When we talked to Coach Wood today, he said he definitely have to apply pressure, and one of the key players for Ponderosa is going to be Connor Hawk, averaging 18.5 points per game. What's your take on him?
I watched film on Ponderosa. Most of the highlights were Connor Hawk. Not only is he able to post up, but he's also able to shoot from behind the three-point arc. That's a key skill for a big man to have, so he's going to be tough to defend.
All right, as final seconds before tip, what do you think is going to be the game plan tonight?
I'd say for Vista it's the same thing. Use your speed off of fast breaks and off of turnovers, and try and score more than the other team, which is, I'd say that a lot, but it's so key in today's game. So, all right, we are ready for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a moment for the Star-Spangled Banner. We will be right back for tip-off of this Mountain Vista basketball game. Alrighty, we are back here at the basketball game, just the final minutes before. Key players for Mountain Vista tonight, Steven.
Well, first of all, let's go off with size. Tallest player on the Mountain Vista varsity team is R.J. Wallaber. He's going to be a key part if they want to try and especially guard Connor Hawk from getting in the post. Another key player, Reese Pulling, the only sophomore on the team. Being a fellow starting sophomore, I can guess the pressure. I can live with that. I can empathize with him. But really, again, it's going to be your fast guys. If you want to score a lot, you're going to have to be fast today.
Well, we are just a couple minutes away from tip-off. Reminder that, of course, basketball season just halfway through. And this is definitely going to be a key game for Mountain Vista.
Yep.
To try to get a rebound, and they want to make it back to Final Four this coming spring.
Yeah, the team is not as strong as in teams past. They had a lot of seniors leave. Still, I think they're a playoff-worthy team, but whether that comes to the state championship or not, I don't know. Tonight will be a good test for them because both these teams are 11-4. So this will be a good game. I expect a really close game, so we'll see how tonight's game turns out.
Of course, just a couple minutes away. We were talking with Coach Wood today. Key player for Mountain Vista will be Connor Stade, the 6'5" senior guard. Keep an eye on him, number 21, and Connor Hawk, of course, number 24 for Ponderosa. tonight is whiteout night for the Mountain Vista fan base, as you can see on the sideline. A lot of white on that bench.
Well, there's a lot of white up front, not in back, in terms of how many people are actually wearing white. But still, whiteout night, one of the more popular trends in history, so.
And it looks like we are just seconds away here from tip-off. Ponderosa starting 5 out on the courts. It'll be number 1, Matt Crage. Number 5, Kyle Meredith. Number 21, Braden Bradshaw. Number 55, Brendan Hicks. And of course, number 24, Connor Hawk. As for the Mountain Vista starting lineup, number 4, Garrett Sweeney. Number 20, Sheldon Hafner. Number 21, Connor Stabe. Number 2, Simon May. And number 0, Ben Grusing. Tip off, up in the air, and Ponderosa gets the tip, but Mountain Vista with the rebound. Layup for Grusing, it's blocked, and Ponderosa with the rebound.
Good ball movement, but you got to be able to open up holes.
Fast break for Ponderosa, and that's a shot for Crage, his first points of the game, and Ponderosa with the early lead. Mountain Vista trying to take it in, pass outside. Over to Stabe. Stabe passes it back to Grusing. Grusing in the middle to Sweeney, and they're going to call foul.
They're going to try and get in the middle. Not a bad strategy, but you got to get your big guys in there. You got to find some way to get Connor Hawk out of the paint.
First team foul for Ponderosa sends Garrett Sweeney to the line. They call the foul on Kyle Meredith. Sweeney, the first free throw is good. Garrett Sweeney, of course, has been a key player for Mountain Vista in the past. And his free throw ability will be key tonight, as for everyone else, as he drains both free throws, and we're tied 2 each. Hawk. They're putting pressure on him. He drops the ball, but he gets it back. Meredith over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with the jump shot. It's in and out, and it's going to be a rebound by Mountain Vista. Simon May. And that's a fast break layup for Ben Grusing, and Mountain Vista, their first lead of the night.
That's what I was talking about. Fast break scores. Keep the defense on their toes. Get back before they can.
Getting it inside, and it's out of bounds. It'll be Ponderosa ball.
Trying to prevent it from getting to Connor Hawk. That's going to be a big part of this game.
Pass back in. Out to Bradshaw. Passes it to Hicks. Hicks gets around. He puts up the layup, and it is off the mark. Off Mountain Vista. It'll stay with Ponderosa.
That's a mismatch that Ponderosa's got to take care of. Size is the key there. He had the shot. He's just got to make it. He's got to finish it.
Pass into Hicks. Bradshaw gets it back to Crage to Hawk. Hawk with the layup, and he's got it.
Good
Ponderosa
shot.
ties it up. And it's off mark for the 3, but it's a tip back.
What a play.
Simon May and the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles take the lead back. Brought in by Bradshaw. Bradshaw, Mountain Vista applying pressure. Out to Hicks. Hicks to Meredith. Meredith to Crage. Crage with the jumper, and it's off the mark, and it's a rebound by Mountain Vista. Sheldon Hafner gets it out, jump shot, and that is good for Grusing. And a timeout is called by Ponderosa, as Mountain Vista has played great in these first couple of minutes.
It's like I said, Vista's plan is to use their speed to their advantage. Take care of fast breaks, take care of inbounds plays, take care of turnovers. That's what they're doing right now. Ponderosa is trying to play a little bit more conservative, try to get up in the middle, and they just cannot finish with the ball. That's a big thing right now. Pondo's got to get the ball in the basket. And I know it's an overused thing, but that's the key part of this game. And who knows, it may turn out to be a night where the ball may not be going into the hoop, but that's way too early to see. Fix the mistakes, and Pondo's got the size advantage, so they need to use that to their advantage.
And we'll see how Ponderosa responds after the timeout. Passes it in to Meredith. Meredith, one of their smaller guys, that gets it out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw to Hawk. Hawk with the jumper is off the mark, and it's going to be rebounded by Mountain Vista. Connor Stabe passes it over, and it's a good shot. Simon May. Mountain Vista out to an early 10-4 lead.
If you got that play right there, you got to finish. You have to finish. He's wide open, and he's one of your taller guys. You can't. That's going to kill you in this game. Vista's absolutely knocking the heck out of Pondo right now because they're just using those fast breaks.
Pass in to number 30. And that's going to be off the mark, but they're going to call a foul.
That is a weak foul. And again, they got to finish on these plays. Pondo is not finishing, hence why they're down right now. And that's going to probably come back to bite them later in the game.
Sweeney called for the foul, and that's going to bring Matt Crage up to the free throw line. First shot, it'll be good. Second shot, it'll be good. Inbound by Stabe to Sweeney. Sweeney. Back to Grusing. Grusing over to Stabe. Stabe to Sweeney. Bang! A big three there for Mountain Vista. First three-point attempt for either side. And that'll be a pass out of bounds for Ponderosa, and it'll go back to Vista.
Careless pass. They got to make better decisions. Pondo is a little sloppy right now. They got to finish, and they got to make better passes. Vista's just beating them on the hustle end.
Inbound to Grusing. Grusing to Stabe. Stabe fakes the pull-up, and it's steal.
Careless
a steal
play
by Crage to Bradshaw. Bradshaw to McDevitt, back to Brett. To Meredith. Meredith, pass over to McDevitt. And McDevitt with the three. Sweeney drives it inside. Pass over to Grusing. Grusing to May. May, and that's going to be a pass to Grusing, and he gets it off the backboard. Inbound for Bradshaw to Meredith. McDevitt gets it back inside to Bradshaw. Gets it to Hicks, and Hicks is able to put it up. It's out. He rebounds it, though, and he draws the foul. It'll be an and one. Chance for the three-point play for Ponderosa.
They're still struggling finishing. Luckily, they got the foul on that, but they got to take advantage of that. Hicks, it's been wide open underneath the post a lot of the time. They need to take care of those mismatches with those smaller guys as well.
You can tell Mountain Vista trying to apply pressure here. It'll be Hicks for the free throw attempt, and he will make it, so Ponderosa will finish the three-point play. Grusing with the inbound. Grusing packs over to Stabe. Stabe gets it in, and it's stolen by Bradshaw to Meredith. Meredith, of course, one of the smaller guys on a big Ponderosa team. Back to Bradshaw. Into Crage. Crage back to Meredith. Meredith with the three, and it's offline. Rebounded by Aaron Albrechtston. Grusing back to Albrechtston. To Simon May. Back to Connor Stabe, and he misses the jumper. Rebounded by McDevitt. And McDevitt trying for the fast break. He gets it back to Bradshaw. Fakes the three, back to McDevitt. Over to Meredith. Over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw gets it in to Crage, and Crage misses the jumper. Rebound by Hicks, and he will knock it in. And we're back to a 1-point game.
So like I said, size matters.
Stabe passes it over to May. Grusing with the ball. Drives it back to Stabe. Stabe is going to drive inside, and he loses the ball. And it looks like they're going to call a foul. Substitution here for Ponderosa. Connor Hawks coming back in. Bradshaw will come out. And for Mountain Vista, Stabe's going to come out, and they're going to bring in Luke Boyink.
For the Golden Eagles, Luke Boyink.
Boyink's going to inbound it. Over to Grusing. Grusing trying to drive inside. Gets it back. Pass over to Boyink. Boyink with the three. Not on target. It'll roll it out of bounds. Ponderosa ball.
Vista does not operate well under a half-court offense. Unfortunately, they've been slowing down the last few plays, and that's killing them. Their strength is those speedy plays, taking advantage of the other team's defense.
Hawk will inbound it to Meredith. Vista trying to apply pressure. They're going to get it over to Crage. Crage is going to drive on the fast break, and they're going to call the foul on Oliver.
Good defense.
Actually,
by
it's
Vista.
an offensive foul.
Good defense by Vista, keeping him on his toes.
That's the key, apply pressure. May will inbound it to Grusing. And here we go again. Tight 1-point game with about 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Back to Grusing. Swatted away by McDevitt. Grusing will get it back. Grusing driving inside, out to Boying. Boying with the three. Bang! And now Meredith driving to Hicks. Back to Hawk. Connor Hawk going for the jumper. He's offline. Hicks with the rebound, and he gets the second chance points. And now Vista's trying to drive fast. Boying with the inside shot. He's going to get the foul. And now Boying will head to the free throw line.
Ponderosa foul number 30, that's Justin Matt picks up his first 13 foul. Shooting to Boying.
Boying with the first, Luke Boying, 6-foot junior guard. And now they're going to make a substitute. Bradshaw's in, Crage is out for Ponderosa. Boying's second shot. And he makes it. Mountain Vista has been good at the free throw line, 6 for 6 so far tonight. As Meredith inbounds it, and it's back to Hawk. Hawk. Back out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw to Hicks. Hicks misses, but he's going to get the rebound. Barely keeps it in bounds. Meredith trying to drive inside. He's going to draw the foul.
Luke Boying picks up his first.
That'll be the first foul on Boying, third team foul for Mountain Vista. Bradshaw will inbound it. He gets it to Hawk. It's offline, and it's going to be stolen by Ben Willis. Boyink with the ball. Gets it out to Grusing. Grusing pulls up for the shot, and it's off. Hawk with the rebound.
Got to make those shots count.
Bradshaw into Hawk. Hawk trying to drive it. Hicks will get the foul, and he has a chance for the three-point play to make it a one-point ball game.
They're utilizing Hicks a lot, and it's a good strategy. This is just physically outmatched by him and Hawk.
You can tell Mountain Vista's strategy is to play small, and with Ponderosa's size, that's not helping them. They have the lead as Hicks will complete the three-point play. And these last 41 seconds will be crucial here in this first quarter. Boyink trying to get the fast break. Passes it over to Willis. Willis for the three. Offline, and it's rebounded by Connor Hawk. Meredith with the ball. Back to Meredith. Meredith, and it's out of bounds. A careless pass, and they're going to say it's off Mountain Vista. And they're going to have a Mountain Vista substitution. Garrett Sweeney is going to come back in for Ben Willis. Bradshaw will inbound this for Pondo. Passes it over to Connor Hawk. Hawk with the ball. Drives inside, and it's going to be off Hicks with the rebound. He's going to miss, and it's going to be a defensive rebound for Albrechtsen. Back out to Boyink. Boyink with the jumper, and he's going to drain it at the buzzer. A big momentum gainer to end the first quarter. We're going to take a break. At the end of the first quarter, the score, Mountain Vista 22, Ponderosa 19. You're watching Vista Basketball on VistaNow. And we welcome you back here to a high-scoring affair as we start the second quarter. Bryce Tracy here with Stephen Smith. Stephen, what have you seen so far in the first quarter?
Well, Pondo started off really slow. They couldn't finish on plays. And Vista, of course, was using their high-octane offense, and eventually it started to cool down really quickly. Right now, the best scorer in the game is Brendan Hicks of Ponderosa with 10 points, number 55. Expect to see him used a lot more in the rest of the quarters, mainly because of his size. He's been able to grab the rebounds, put him back up, which is so key if you're playing a smaller team like Vista.
Hicks has been very good at the second chance points as Ponderosa inbounds it, and the second quarter is underway. Pass out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw back to Hicks. Hicks to McDevitt. Hawk inside, and he's going to get the layup. And it's back to a one-point game.
Way too easy for that one.
Sweeney gets it back out to Stabe. Stabe to Sweeney. And it's going to be a foul called prior to the shot, and it's going to be an offensive foul for Mount Vista. It's going to be called on Albrechtsen. 15th foul for Mountain Vista, and it'll be inbounded by Bradshaw. Bradshaw to McDevitt. And
they'll be called for a travel.
That's a crucial play for Ponderosa, who needs the momentum right now. After that turnover by Mountain Vista, they get it right back. May will inbound it to Boyink. Boyink, one of their best bench players, gets it back to Stabe, and it's going to be called for a foul on Matt Crage.
That's the second personal foul called.
Second on Crage.
We'll see if Vista tries to go behind the arc a bit more here. I'd suggest that they try and do that, especially with the size that Pondo's got.
Boyink with the ball. Gets it out to Albrechtsen. Over to Sweeney. Sweeney trying to drive inside with the layup, and it's offline. It's going to be rebounded by McDevitt. McDevitt trying to get the fast break here to take the lead. McDevitt gets it around to Bradshaw. Bradshaw over to Crage. Crage back to Bradshaw, almost stolen by Sweeney. Gets a break, back to Crage, back to Bradshaw, and they get the layup, and Pondo takes their first lead since early in the first quarter. Boyink with the fast break points up, and it's offline, and Brendan Hicks will get the defensive rebound. McDevitt driving inside. Crage gets the jumper offline, and it's going to be rebounded by Albertson. And they're going to go fast break to Stabe. Stabe drives inside and gets the layup, and Mount Vista takes the lead right back. Inbound to Bradshaw, pass to McDevitt. McDevitt gets it around to Crage. Crage to McDevitt. Gets the layup. Inbound to Boyink. Over to Sweeney. Sweeney trying to get inside, and he gets the layup, and Mountain Vista takes the lead right back. It's 26-25. McDevitt with the inbound. And Ponderosa will take their second timeout here in this close affair.
Vista's high-risk offense is starting to kill them a little bit. Unfortunately, they cannot finish on plays where they need to, and they're wasting possessions that are really quick possessions. Pondo's been willing to sit back and take their time a bit more, especially with the size they've got, and they've been able to cut this lead back down to 1 and even take the lead at some points in this game. McDevitt, I tell you, he's actually a better player than I've seen him be. Definitely a hard player right now. If you're Vista, you just got to finish on plays. If you're going to do fast breaks, you got to finish on those, and that unfortunately is going to be a roller coaster thing over the course of a game. If I were Pondo, I'd continue to work away at their size. If I were Vista, I'd probably start shooting more shots and try and get into the key. They're spending way too much time trying to pass the ball around, and that's not their strength. Their strength is fast breaks. So just try and get it behind the arc, or just try and shoot the ball, really.
Mountain Vista dominated this first quarter, and Pondo's coming back. McDevitt over to Meredith. He misses the shot. It's going to be inbounded by Vista. Vista playing the bench game here. Kimmel over to Stibe, and Stibe drains the three. Big play for Mountain Vista coming out of the Pondo timeout. Meredith with the inbound. He passes it over to McDevitt. McDevitt driving inside for the layup, and it's a little short. And it's going to be an offensive foul on McDevitt.
That's big. That's really big right there.
Sweeney will inbound it. And there you see Eric Kimmel, who's actually the smallest player on Vista, as Vista playing the bench game right here. Kimmel, 5'11". Passes it over to Stibe. Back to Kimmel. Sweeney for the three. Bang! And Mountain Vista comes out of the Pondo timeout on a 6-0 run. They got a 7-point lead here in the second quarter. Meredith trying to drive. Double team here. They get it to Connor Hawk. Hawk puts it up over to Hicks, and he's going to draw the foul. Hicks has been great in the paint so far.
Yeah, he's been almost dominant. Unfortunately, Vista does not have enough size, and the size they do have, they haven't put out there yet. Vista has been going more towards three-point shots, like I said they should have done, and now they've pulled this back up to about a, what is that? 7-point lead? 7-point lead, yeah.
Hicks with the free throw. There has not been a free throw miss on either side tonight, and that's been key for both sides as they've been great at the line. Hicks with one more. And he will miss that one. It is off Connor Hawk, and he is flipping out. It'll be inbounded here by Simon May. Kimmel with the ball. Kimmel drives inside, gets it over to Stibe, and they're going to call the foul. It's a travel on Connor Stibe, Pondo ball.
They're trying to get into the middle way too much. They're getting rejected every time because of Pondo's size.
Drives it to Meredith, McDevitt. Back over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw gets inside, and he's going to draw the foul on Kimmel. That is the 7th team foul on Mountain Vista. That's been crucial here. That's kept Pondo in this game. And now Brandon Bradshaw will head to the free throw line. He will make the first. Bradshaw tonight has been quite effective as one of the starting five. He makes the second, and we are back to a 4-point game. Stibe on the inbound is going to drive inside. Pass out to a wide open Garrett Sweeney for the three. Big play for Vista. Hawk will inbound it to McDevitt.
Playing that pressure defense.
Connor Hawk is going to drive, and he's going to draw the travel.
Great defense by Vista. They're trying to use Hawk to drive the ball down the court because of his ball handling skills, and they're just playing so tight. They're not going to give him any room.
They definitely applied a lot of pressure towards the direction of number 24. Stibe is going to drive in, and he's going to draw the foul. And he will head to the free throw line for a couple. Actually, they will inbound it. It was a non-shooting foul on Meredith, his second of the game. And they're going to pass it in to Pulling. And Rice Pulling with the bucket, and we're back to a 9-point Vista lead. Starting to regain the dominance out of the Pondo timeout. Meredith tries to drive inside. Gets it to McDevitt. Over to Hawk. Hawk with the jumper, and it's offline. It's going to be rebounded by Eric Kimmel. And it's going to be off of Rice Pulling, and it's going to be Pondo ball.
It's Reese.
McDevitt over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw gets it inside to Hicks. Hicks over to Meredith. Meredith is going to drive. Gets it back to Hawk. Hawk is going to turn it over, and Sweeney will get the ball. Sweeney's going to drive inside. Gets it over to Stibe, and it's going to be a fight for it. And
that's what Vista's good at, getting the ball down the court before the defense can recover. Unfortunately, they weren't able to finish on that play that time.
Possession arrow goes Ponderosa's way. They're going to sub in Ben Grusing for Garrett Sweeney. McDevitt with the inbound, and Bradshaw. And it's a wide open Meredith who's got a hole. Over to Hicks. Hicks with the layup offline by Hawk with the second chance point. It is good.
If Hicks doesn't make that last second hesitation, then he'll be on the basket on that last play.
Grusing missed the three, and they're going to draw the offensive foul. Actually, I believe it was out of bounds. Bradshaw will inbound it over to McDevitt. You can see Ponderosa not trying to get the fast break with the pressure that Mountain Vista is trying to apply. It's a turnover. Stibe with the wide open dunk.
You can't make turnovers like that against Vista. They will make you pay, and they'll make you pay badly.
That was a big play. Meredith is going to try to drive here. Gets it to Hicks on the inside, and Hicks, they're going to draw the foul. And now Brennan Hicks will head to the free throw line. Hicks, the senior.
They're putting Reese Pulling on Hicks, and he's been playing really tough defense. That's probably why they've been putting him on him. So, despite the size difference.
First foul on Pulling. That's the 8th team foul, as Ponderosa will get another one. They're going to sub in Crage for Meredith on the Pondo side. One thing you can count on with Mountain Vista, their school spirit is intact no matter what. These fans have not sat down once. They'll miss it, and it's going to be a rebound by Simon May. Stibe's going to drive. And Stibe pass over to Kimmel. Kimmel inside. He draws the foul. It'll be a three-point play. A big play for Eric Kimmel, the junior. It is a 10-point game. Vista's largest lead of the night. First foul on Bradshaw. He drives the three-point play, and now we're up to an 11-point ball game as Ponderosa, after they called the timeout, have looked awful.
Well, this has been executing more, and Pondo's team is falling apart. Vista's execution is getting to them, and Pondo's just making way too many mistakes, and now they're forced to call a timeout. They got to regroup. Pondo's been going away from what they've been doing best, and Vista's been making them pay with as many mistakes as Pondo has made. That is big, pretty big. Because Vista's whole thing, they live off turnovers. They live off mistakes. So Pondo's just got to try to eliminate those as much as they can.
Their best player, Connor Hawk, of course, with the careless pass there. He has looked awful in this first half, and it's really been the other guys making plays, Braden Bradshaw and Brennan Hicks. We'll see how they respond out of their third timeout. Again, Mountain Vista up 42-31, a minute 51 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
Pondo's got to get back to their size. They've got to keep making they got to keep from making mistakes. That's been the big killing factor ever since they called that timeout. Vista, they're looking good. 151 in the first half. Expect them to do a bit more of that fast-paced stuff. Expect them to play more pressure defense. This is a team that plays aggressive no matter what time it is. So that's a pretty big thing. Vista's been able to utilize that effectively. So
Simon May with the inbound to Stibe. And here we go again. Stibe driving inside, passes out to a wide open Grusing. Grusing with the jumper, it's off. What a great play by Stibe, but he's not able to finish, and it'll be out of bounds. Pondo ball.
Good defense on that play. Here comes Vista with the pressure defense.
Bradshaw with the inbound to McDevitt, and you can tell they've been trying to get these fast breaks, and it has been impossible for Ponderosa. Over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw into Hawk, but it's stolen by Pulling. Over to Kimmel. Kimmel back to Pulling. Pulling with the jump shot, and he's got it. Mountain Vista has been the better team in this first half. There is no question.
They've been able to tighten up the mistakes they had in the late first half, and they've been dominant ever since. And another mistake by Pondo. They've got to eliminate those. Right now, Pondo's beating themselves, and that's opening the door for Mountain Vista.
Another turnover for Ponderosa, and Mountain Vista with the 13-point lead has a chance in this last minute, 10 seconds to absolutely dominate.
1:10 left. They're not going to back down now. They got to keep the pedal on the metal.
May inbound to Kimmel. Vista obviously playing smaller, and despite Ponderosa's size, it has really worked. Over to Grusing. Grusing trying to drive inside Kimmel. Fakes the three. Drives inside. Gets it inside, and it's going to be jump ball. Possession arrow belongs
to
Ponderosa.
They're trying to get in the paint way too much. You've got to keep it on the outside. Either that or you got to move it a bit more before going inside, because it looks like Pondo's playing zone defense.
That's a big play for Mountain Vista. Gets the steal and the layup, and it's a 15-point lead, largest lead of the night for Mountain Vista. Meredith over to Crage. Crage gets it into Connor Hawk. He's going to get the layup and the foul. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. 36 seconds to go in the first half.
Connor Hawk, I tell you, he's a big, powerful man, and Vista's been playing good defense on him with Reese Pulling, who's been playing outstanding defense. He's been aggressive all game, despite his size difference, despite his age difference. That's been big for Vista so far, keeping both Hicks and Hawk out of the game.
They're going to sub in Boyink for Reese Pulling. Referees with a quick discussion before Hawk goes for, and they're going to come to the monitor.
I think they're discussing about the penalty bonus there, or foul bonus. No.
So they do confirm that it is a shooting foul, thus it will be a 1 free throw to complete a 3-point play. Hawk off the line, and it's going to be rebounded by Simon May. May to Grusing.
They're going to try and slow it down a little bit, run out the clock.
Yeah, they're playing the tempo game to run out this first half.
Keep the momentum on your side. You don't want a big play to happen at the end of this first quarter. I mean, at the end of this first half.
They got a 13-point lead. A buzzer beater would be huge. They had one at the end of the first quarter. Grusing over to Kimmel. Kimmel back to Grusing. Gets it over to Stibe. 5 seconds left. Stibe inside, and he's going to miss it. Crage over to Hawk for the buzzer beater, and it's offline. And
wow. Well, I guess that's a good lesson in hustle and aggressiveness. The more hustling, team with the more hustle and the team with the more aggressive play will be the team that wins. And Pondo's been making way too mistakes. They've got to tighten that up in the halftime discussion. That's certainly something they're going to be talking about. Another thing they're going to be talking about is trying to get it to their big guys a bit more. They're going to try and open up those big guys. This has been playing tough defense on them, which has been keeping those big guys out of the game. They've got to get those big guys open. As for Vista, keep playing tough defense. Reese Pulling, he's been an unsung hero so far. His defense has been outstanding against Hawk and Hicks. That's a big reason why they're got a 13-point lead right now.
Well, we're going to close it for the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime show. The score, Mountain Vista 46, Ponderosa 33. We'll be back in 10.
So, since Trump is your president, what are your thoughts on the wall currently being built?
It's a bad idea.
Wrong.
I mean, it's a bad idea. And nobody's going to pay for it. Nobody wants it. It's just good for political rhetoric.
I assume you're a liberal. So do you also believe in
Sometimes the liberals drive me crazy. They're far too right-wing. Not my problem. Like, that's what's great about that Supreme Court law, says you have a right to privacy. But, like, if Jack feels like he's just ready to rock and roll, it's fine with me. I mean, not with me. I'm not interested.
Do you think Wayne Rooney is the Jesus Christ of English soccer.
No, like I loved him when he was young because he would run 80 yards down the field, make a sweet cross, get nicked by the other player, the ball would switch the field, and he would just stop and yell at the fourth official. Just full-fledged yell, and we'd be like, "Oh, Wayne, the ball's down there, the ball's down there," and he would have to get his piece in line. No, great player, but not. I mean, there's only one, and his name is Lionel Messi. There's only one Jesus. There's only one Messi. This is pretty straightforward.
Were you an athlete in high school?
I think I've always been an athletic human being. I was never an athlete.
So what was your athletic ability?
Oh my gosh. Well, I stopped growing at 15, so I've never been bigger than 5'7". But I'm a pretty good skier. I played tennis in high school. I was on the swim team. I was really bad at swimming. They called me Buoy. That's a true story. I played football through like 6th and 7th grade, and then everybody else kept growing, and I stopped. I was never good at baseball, even though I really wanted to be. That was the sport I loved. And I was pretty good at basketball. I'm still pretty good at basketball for being a short
white kid?
Yeah, with no hops. I can run. My brain for the game's pretty good, but that's about it.
What are your thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
Oh, that's a good question. I like it. I mean, it depends on the kind of pizza. It all depends on the quality of the sauce. Like with everything else, I'm kind of a snob. So like, I don't eat Domino's because they gave money to apartheid in the 80s, and that's messed up. And I'll eat Papa John's every now and then. I don't eat Pizza Hut. Yeah, I mean, pineapple's not bad.
So when you tweeted about the U.S. men's national team and said that you said like, so we should be all right to qualify. Do you regret that tweet?
Yes, I was wrong. And the key to the tweet was, "This is awful. We're a disgrace, and we're still going to qualify." And they did not. They were awful. That's bad. But you know who did qualify? England. So now, this is what's exciting. So now the English press will spend months getting pumped for their team, which might qualify for the second round. Yeah. Good luck.
And we welcome you back here to the second half of this Mountain Vista basketball team. The score, Golden Eagles 46, Ponderosa Mustangs 33. Mountain Vista went on a run to close out the second quarter, and they have the momentum entering it. Bryce Tracy here with Stephen Smith. Stephen, what did you see in the first half that impressed you?
Well, first of all, Vista's been playing a very aggressive game. At first, I thought it wasn't going to be as effective against Pondo's size, but then Pondo made a lot of mistakes. You can't make mistakes against a Vista team who's very good at executing what they do on offense, during that speed offense. I've been very surprised. Vista's not been putting their size guys out there, but it's been paying off. Reese Poling has been doing a great job getting the big guys, and Pondo's been doing a terrible job at eliminating mistakes. Hopefully they can get that turned around in the second half, especially with their halftime talk and everything. I would just say for Vista, keep doing what you're doing. Keep playing tough, keep playing aggressive, keep shooting the ball from beyond the three-point arc, because they've been doing fairly well at that. If you're Pondo, minimize the mistakes, utilize the size to your advantage, take your time, get it to the big guys, make sure they are able to post up. Get it to Connor Hawk, get it to Brennan Hicks. You got to use your size to your advantage, and unfortunately, due to their mistakes, they just haven't been able to do that. And I do have to say, Vista's pressured defense has been forcing them into a lot of turnovers and mistakes. I wouldn't be surprised if that trend continues in the second half, but it's a new half, it's a new game. as my coaches have always said, the second half is a brand new game. It's sure the score may be 46-33, but right now it's 0-0. Whatever you did for adjustments at halftime, you put them into your game plan right now.
5 on the floor for Mountain Vista will include Ben Grusing, Simon May, Garrett Sweeney, Sheldon Hafner, and Connor Stabe. The 5 on the court for Ponderosa is Matt Crage, Kyle Meredith, Braden Bradshaw, Connor Hawk, and Brendan Hicks. Starting 5, of course. Meredith into Hicks. Hicks back out to Meredith. Inside to Hawk. Hawk trying to drive in. He misses the layup, and it's going to be rebounded by Simon May. May trying to get the fast break. Over to Grusing. Grusing back to Sweeney. Sweeney for the 3. Offline. Rebounded by Hafning. Sweeney misses the 2-pointer, and Connor Hawk with the rebound. It's a fight for it, and they're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to Mountain Vista.
Aggressive defense on Vista's side. Tries to get it on the quick. Couldn't get it. Again, you got to finish. Got to finish. Luckily, they got the offensive rebound and the jump ball. Offensive rebound's key part of the game. Second chance is key part of the game.
Grusing will inbound it here to Simon May. May over to Stibe. Stibe back to Sweeney. Sweeney over to Grusing. Fakes the 3, drives inside. Fakes out the defender, but misses the layup, and it's going to be rebounded by Matt Crage.
He went down hard on that play.
Over to Meredith. Meredith back to Bradshaw. Bradshaw back to Crage. Crage is going to drive in. Gets it back out to Bradshaw. Bradshaw for the 3. Bang! And Ponderosa cuts it back within 10 as Grusing tries to go fast-paced over to Hafner. To Grusing. Grusing, May with the jumper. He's going to drain it for the first Vista points of the half. And you can see this pressure defense eliminating any chance for Ponderosa to fast break. McDevitt back over to Meredith. Hicks on the inside. He's been great in the paint, but he misses there, and Simon May with the rebound. Over to Connor Stibe.
This is tough defense, paying off again.
Stibe with the layup. Offline, it's going to be rebounded by Braden Bradshaw. Bradshaw back over to Meredith. To Crage. Crage looking around. He's going to get it back out to Bradshaw. McDevitt. Gets it to Meredith for the jumper. It's offline. It's going to be rebounded by May. May has been great rebounding on the interior defensively. Pulls up for the jumper. Misses. He gets his own rebound. Back out to Sweeney. Sweeney for the 3. Bang!
He's been nailing down those 3-pointers. You cannot let Sweeney get behind the 3-point arc and leave him open. He's been killing Pondo with those 3-pointers. That's a mistake that Pondo's got to eliminate. Right now, Sweeney has 16 points. And another mistake.
Sweeney with the steal. Goes for the inside. It's missed, and it's going to be rebounded by Kyle Meredith.
Should have taken some more time on that play. Wait for everyone to get down.
Hicks was not paying attention, almost lost it. Back to Hicks on the inside. He's going to pull up for the jumper, and he's going to make it. And it's going to be a fast break mistake. Crage had the foot on the line. He almost had it. It's going to stay with Ponder. It's going to stay with Mount Vista. Boyink is going to come in a substitution here for... He'll come in for Connor Stibe. They'll inbound it here to Grusing. Grusing out to Hafner. Hafner to Grusing. Grusing for the 3. Bang! Mountain Vista coming out hot outside the arc to start the second half. Meredith with the inbound. Meredith, they're trying to go fast break with this pressure defense, not allowing them. And it's almost a steal. McDevitt, and it's going to be a steal for Grusing. He lost it. McDevitt with the catch. He jumps for the jumper, misses it. Hafner with the rebound. Very fast pace on both sides start the second half. Boyink is going to draw the foul, and he's going for 2 at the line.
Vista's using a very good pressure defense, trying to keep the ball on one side of the court. This is forcing Ponderosa into more mistakes than they want to. They got to get numbers over to that side of the court. They're making way too many mistakes because they don't have enough people open. They don't have enough people on their side of the ball.
Boyink misses the first free throw. The problem for Ponderosa is they've been trying to get that fast break with that pressure defense not enabling them, and Mountain Vista has been very successful at the fast break to start the second half, and it's been very fast-paced. We're already 4:45 left in the third quarter. Boyink with the second free throw, he makes it, and we're back up to a 17-point Vista lead, their largest of the night.
I would say they're not necessarily trying to prevent a fast break. They're trying to prevent the play from getting set up. By blocking off the point guard from what he can do, that forces the team into mistakes. Ponderosa is relying on their passing. They got to get it to their big guys. They got to get it to Hicks and Hawk, and they just can't do it if they can't get out of their half of the court.
Coming in for Ponderosa is Luke Bill, the sophomore. Bradshaw trying to drive inside. He gets it out to Krage. Krage for the three, offline, but Bradshaw with the rebound in the paint. He tries to get it back out to Krage, and another careless mistake for the Ponderosa offense turns into Mountain Vista basketball.
This is just turning into one of those games where you just make a lot of mistakes, and it seems like those mistakes are never going to end. Those are those games where you just got to keep battling. You got to keep fighting through it. And Vista's been taking advantage of those mistakes, which is good. They need to be doing that.
Gersing with the ball, trying to find May. May gets it back out to Gersing, fakes the three. Boyink fakes the three, drives inside, and there's a foul called. It'll go. That'll be called on Krage, his third personal. It looks like they're going to make some substitutions on the Ponderosa side. Kemmel over to Boyink. Back to Grusing, to May with the three-pointer, and it's offline, rebounded by Bill. Ponderosa trying to drive inside. Jones. Back to McDevitt. Back over to Bill. Oh, and Kimmel's going to force it out of bounds, and it's off Ponderosa. Mountain Vista ball, another Mustang turnover.
Turnovers lead to bad plays, and turnovers lead to points for Vista, because that seems to be the only thing happening tonight. Ponda's got to fix that. There's no excuse for that, even if the whole night's been it. You can't make turnovers. You can't make mistakes.
Grusing for the three, in and out. Rebound by McDevitt. McDevitt. Back out to Bill. Bill back to McDevitt. Trying to get around this pressure D. Back out to Bill. Fakes the jumper. McDevitt. Hafner with the steal.
Great defense by Vista.
And now fast break. Boyink on the inside. Back to Kimmel, and he gets the layup. A 19-point Mountain Vista lead. Ponderosa has looked absolutely horrible coming out of the locker room.
That's because of that Vista defense. They're playing tight, and they're not allowing Pondo to breathe.
And
that's forcing them into mistakes.
There's a foul called on the floor. It's going to go against Mountain Vista. A couple subs here. It'll be three subs. Stibe, Albertson, and Wolleber will come in.
Here comes their size, possibly for that big man defense.
Wide open is Luke Bill.
They got Wolleber against Hicks.
That's back out to Hicks. Over to Jones. And a foul is called.
Ooh. Nah, I don't think that's a good call. It looks like Hawk was a bit, I don't know is the right word, but flopping on that play.
They're going to call it on Eric Kimmel. His third. Pass it into Hawk. Hawk double team, tries to get it up, and he will not. And Wolleberg gets it right back to Hawk, and Hawk is able to drive for the layup. Kimmel inside, misses it. Hawk with the rebound. Back out to Jones. Over to Luke Biddle. McDevitt. Brennan Hicks. They're going to call a hold here on Albertson. So while Mountain Vista has had the momentum, they've also had the fouls.
That's 2 straight plays where that's happened. From what I've been seeing, those have been weak fouls. Hawk has been taking advantage of the aggressive defense, and, well, this is getting on the wrong end. It looks like Hawk's playing a little physical now. I'd understand. He's frustrated.
This whole Ponderosa team has come out in the second half frustrated. Careless turnovers have counted up, but Mountain Vista fouls have given them a break, and that's another foul called. And Connor Hawk will head to the free throw line. They're going to call that Albertson his second straight. Actually, that makes his third.
Trying to get it to Hawk, and now this is aggressive defense is starting to backfire on him a little bit. I don't 100% agree with all the calls, but, you know, it's basketball. So
that is the 5th foul for Mountain Vista as Connor Hawk misses the first free throw attempt. He gets it back up, and he will get it through. Stibe on the inbound. Gets it back out to Sweeney. Sweeney trying to drive inside, and he's going to draw a foul.
That's number 32, that's number 9. McDevitt. That's his first. 4th team foul.
4th team foul in Ponderosa. Sweeney will inbound it. And Albertson with the layup.
Great finish on that play. That's his first 2 points of the game.
Ponderosa playing the bench game here as the starters have been absolutely frustrated coming out of the second half. It is an 18-point game. McDevitt misses on the attempt, but there's going to be a foul on Ponderosa, it looks like. They're going to call that one on Connor Hawk. Second foul for Hawk.
Hawk's been frustrated this half. Pressure cooker defense, leaving him less opportunities to touch the ball, and I can understand it. It's extremely frustrating when your best player can't touch the ball and is not being able to finish plays like he wants to.
Boyink. And it looks like they're going to call an offensive foul.
Double dribble.
That's the first. Oh, ref almost takes out Garrett Sweeney. That's the first careless mistake of the half I've really seen from Mountain Vista, as they have come out firing. Bill on the inbound. They're trying to get a fast break. And it's offline. Hawk gets it, and he's going to get the layup and the foul. A lot of chaos. Mountain Vista almost with the steal, and instead turns into disaster, as Connor Hawk's going to have a chance at a 3-point play.
Hawk has been almost non-existent that second quarter, but he's starting to get a little bit more attention here. He's got 12 points in the game.
Stibe will be called for the foul. That's his first. 6th team foul for the Golden Eagles. Hawk finishes the 3-point play. We're back to a 15-point game. Boyink on the inbound. Gets it out to Sweeney. Boyink. Stibe. Driving inside. Back to Sweeney. Almost a little too much there. Boyink fakes the 3, and he's going to get called for the foul. That's Kyle Meredith.
Looks like Ponderosa's playing that zone defense. They're trying to keep that middle clear of any of Vista players. It's been working mostly well, but most of Vista's plays and points have been from those quick turnovers and fast breaks.
Well, the fact that Meredith is not part of that size team for Ponderosa has killed him. That's his 4th foul, and they're going to have to sub him out here for Matt Crage. That's a miss, and Connor Hawk will get the rebound. Over to Luke Bill. Bill gets it out to Jones. Back to Bill. Gets it out to Crage. Hawk drives inside, and he's going to miss the shot. He's going to get his own rebound. It's driven away, but it's out of bounds off of Ponderosa. So Wollinger gets in there, and it's going to be Mountain Vista basketball. 44.7 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Boyink trying to drive a fast break here. He's been one of their best bench players tonight. Stibe over to Boyink, back to Stibe.
Vista have been slowing the ball down a little bit. They don't want to try and make a lot of mistakes. They got a 15-point lead that they need to carry through the 4th quarter. Good decision. If they start making a lot of mistakes, though, they're going to have to go back to that fast break offense. But for now, pressure cooker defense, and slow offense. That's what they need to do.
Clock winding down here, down to under 10 seconds. Stibe. It's going to be Willinger. Sweeney for the three. Bang!
He's been perfect from three tonight.
And Vista will head into the fourth quarter with more than 60 points, one of their highest scoring affairs we've seen this season, and that's what they needed to do to come into this one. We're going to take a break before the fourth quarter. The score, Mountain Vista 62, Ponderosa 44. We welcome you back here to the fourth quarter. The score, Mountain Vista 62, Ponderosa 44. Bryce Tracy here with Stephen Smith. Stephen, what have you seen so far in this third quarter as the frustration is definitely piling up on that Mustang sideline?
Pondo's been trying to keep their big guys in the entire time. I haven't seen Hawk or Hicks off the court. At least one has been on the court the whole time. Vista's trying to slow the ball down a little bit, keep the score on your side, don't make a lot of mistakes. And Pondo right now has been almost non-existent because of Vista's defense. Going into this fourth quarter, I'd expect much of the same from both sides. Pondo's got to get a bit more shots. They got to try and get some more threes and got to get the momentum on their side.
Despite the fact that they had almost a 20-point lead entering this quarter, they're going to have their starting five out on the court as it's now 64-46. Ponderosa, on the other hand, is sticking with their bench game as their starters have been really frustrated, and a big deal has been that Kyle Meredith is down to up to 4 fouls, one away from fouling out.
Good aggressive defense by Vista. I hate that play where it goes off your foot. Nothing you can do about that.
Crage with the inbound. He's going to try to drive, and he is not going to be able to keep that one in. Mountain Vista basketball, another careless mistake. We saw a few of those in the first half, but they really piled up in the third quarter, and you see another one right off the gates.
Pondo's been making so many mistakes because Vista's been playing great defense. Defense in basketball is underrated in today's game. It's all about the offense and how big those offensive plays are, but Vista's been playing solid defense the last two quarters. That's been putting the momentum largely on their side.
May over to Sweeney. Hafner, Sweeney driving inside, misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Brennan Hicks. As you said, they're big guys. Almost a costly turnover. We'll see who they call it off of. They're going to call a foul.
No, they're going to call it off
Ponderosa.
Oh, it is a foul. Wow. Vista's aggressive defense has been frustrating Pomona, and it's been shutting them down for the majority of the game. If Ponderosa can't find a way to break through within the next, I'd say, 2 minutes, then the game is well over.
Stibe with 2 free throw opportunities. That's the second foul on Jones. He's going to drain the first. Looks like it's a 1-and-1. That's the 7th team foul Pomona. We saw in the first half it was a high foul game in that third quarter. Mountain Vista's foul starting to stack up, but you could see Ponderosa's frustration. Hawk on the inbound to Jones. And they have definitely tried to keep themselves from going fast break as much as they can because of the fact that the pressure defense has eliminated that. And Ponderosa is going to call another timeout. They have struggled the entire game. It's a 20-point lead, largest for Mountain Vista.
Well, Pondo was able to utilize their big guys at the first quarter of the game. That's why we saw such a close game. Vista decided to play pressure cooker defense, not only on the big guys, which they've been doing a very good job of, but also keep the ball on Vista's side of the court. They're eliminating any chance Pondo has to start one of those plays. Their whole goal is, see, if they don't get to the big guys, they can't score, because that's Pondo's big advantage right now. And Vista's been doing a great job of that by largely eliminating any play they can make, without preventing any key passes, which has been pretty much the whole game, really.
With 6:47 to go, Vista's going to come back out with their starting 5. We'll see how Pondo comes out coming out of the timeouts.
Pondo's got to start taking some risk here. They got to start taking some three-pointers. I'd start sending Hawk out to the three-point arc. He's a good three-point shooter. I haven't seen a whole lot, so I don't know how great he is, but from what I've seen he's been a great shooter and ball handler.
They've been trying to get him on the inside in the paint, drawing the fouls. McDevitt is back in the game. He's going to pass it over to Crage. Back to Hicks. Hawk, it's offline, and Hafner with the steal. Fast break for Grusing. He misses the shot, but draws the foul.
See, the big thing is that Vista knows that they're going to put Hawk and Hicks right in the middle. So that's where they're focusing a lot of their defense. If you start sending Hawk out to the three-point arc, 1, that'll open up the middle, and 2, that'll allow Hawk to do a little bit more of his three-point shooting.
Grusing at the line. He drills the first one. As Mountain Vista has completely dominated this game. We saw it close in the second quarter, but since the second half has began, Mountain Vista has emerged. He misses the second. It's going to be a rebound by Jones to McDevitt. McDevitt's going to try to drive on the fast break, and this pressure defense not going to allow that. McDevitt over to Hawk. Back to Crage.
They're sealing up that center. They got to get it out on the arc.
McDevitt for the 3, he misses, and it's going to go out of bounds. Mountain Vista basketball.
Mountain Vista has taken away any strength that Pondo has. I'm really surprised that they've been able to play the great defense they have with the size disadvantage that they have. Kudos to them.
Grusing. I'm surprised. We'll probably see in the next few minutes Mountain Vista go to their bench as this game slowly winding away from any chance of Ponderosa making a comeback. Simon May with the 3. Bang! We're up to 70 for Mountain Vista, one of their highest scoring affairs they have logged this season. Ponderosa has not had their starting 5 out very often in this second half, especially with the fact that Meredith is up to 4 fouls. Stibe over to Simon May. Blocked by Crage, and it's a rebound by Pondo. Stolen by Stibe. He's going to get the foul and a chance at a three-point play. We've seen these fast plays come back to bite Ponderosa. You think they have a shot, and next thing you know, Mountain Vista has capitalized. That's been a big deal as they are now up to a 26-point Mountain Vista lead with Stibe. Free throw opportunity here.
Great hustle by Crage on that play, but you got to be able to get the rebound.
Stibe with a chance to complete the three-point play.
You're like 12 seconds ahead.
Stibe with the free throw opportunity. Gets it. Meredith back out on the court. Back to Bradshaw as the starting 5 is out now in desperation mode. Crage back to Hawk. Hawk gets it back out to Bradshaw, fakes the 3, gets it inside to Meredith. Meredith with the layup, and Ponderosa is going to try to get something here. Sweeney over to Grusing. Grusing for the 3. Bang! 28-point lead.
This is so fast at striking right after an opponent's score or mistake. That's been the key factor this game.
Hicks, Hawk pulls up, gets it. Ponderosa up to 50 points now. Grusing tries to drive inside, misses it, and Crage with the rebound, and they're going to try to go fast break. It's a 2-on-1 Vista defense, and he's going to draw the foul and get the shot. A chance at a three-point play for the Mustangs.
Good hustle by the Mustangs there. They need to get in gear if they have a chance of coming back, which, granted, it's a 24-point lead, so I wouldn't be saying there's going to be a comeback tonight, but...
It's actually 26 points.
I did say 26. But, you know, Pondo can give Mountain Vista a run for their money if they eliminate the mistakes, play good defense, and start to run the ball a bit more.
Hawk with the rebound offensively, and he's going to draw the foul.
Hawk's been really...
As now Vista is playing the bench game. Albertson, Poling, and Willis all out there.
Hawk's been really physical. I mean, He's right on that borderline of getting called. The only reason why he hasn't been getting called is just he's a bigger guy, so he's going to get looked at for being fouled a bit more. So
Hawk with the free throw. He drains the first. As Connor Hawk has been effective from the free throw line, but Vista really took out his biggest strength of trying to pound in the paint. Here comes the second free throw attempt. That was the first foul, by the way, on Ben Willis. He's going to drain both, and now Albertson with the inbound to Grusing. Grusing's trying to drive down, gets it over to Poling. Poling to Albertson to Sweeney. Sweeney driving inside. Back out to Poling. Poling fakes the three, gets it back to Willis. Willis misses the paint shot, and Crage with the rebound. Crage back out to Hawk. Hawk with the three-point attempt. Misses off the rim. Poling had a chance at the rebound, and instead it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with Ponderosa.
this is trying to go back to that speedy offense, but at this point in the game, you need to slow the ball down. You got to keep it on your side. You're up by 22 points, so the more time you take with the ball, the less time Ponderosa has to score.
Hawk with the jumper. He's got it. Three-pointer. Grusing driving inside, gets it over to Albertson. Willis driving inside, back to Poling, and he's going to make the shot. And that gets Mountain Vista up to an 80-point ball game. I apologize, 78. Poling with the steal, and he's going to drive it wide open. Albertson with room. He's going to drive it up, and now Mountain Vista has hit the 80-point mark with 3.5 minutes to go. Crage double teamed. It's going to be stolen by Poling, but he cannot finish it, and it'll go out of bounds. Ponderosa ball.
This is still trying to go to their speedy offense. I suggest last 2 minutes, just try and slow it down. You've won the game. There's absolutely no chance of Ponderosa coming back from this unless something ridiculous happens. But, yeah, just slow the ball down, play aggressive defense. Have Pondo make the mistakes, not you.
And now, other than Grusing, Mountain Vista is entirely bench as Eric Kimmel comes in for Garrett Sweeney. There's a foul called. Hicks will head to the free throw line.
That's the fourth personal foul on Eric Kimmel.
That will be the fourth foul on Kimmel as he just came in the game. Luke Boyink is going to come in now for Grusing. Now Vista's going to play entirely bench as the final 3:18. They have basically won this game. It's a 23-point lead. And boy, has it been a show for Mountain Vista, dominating here at home.
It's always great when you have a high-scoring offensive game in front of your home crowd, whether it's at the lowest levels of high score or the biggest levels of the NBA. It certainly has been a show for the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles tonight. It's been a pretty good performance, and they've kind of stated why they need to be in the playoffs this year.
Final four team last year, and with this performance, you can almost expect they'd be back this year. Hicks with the free throw opportunity. It is out, and it's rebounded by Albertson. Boyink trying to drive the fast break over to Willis. Back to Albertson. Boyink gets it out to Kimmel. Fakes the three. Drives inside. And he's going to lose the ball, and it's rebounded by Ponderosa. That'll be Josh Caleb as Ponderosa now playing bench as the final couple minutes wind down here. Hicks. Caleb. Back, and it's stolen by Albertson. Over to Boyink, and it's just overthrown, and they're not going to be able to get back in. Bounces out. Ponderosa ball, the final 2:45 of the game.
They're trying desperately to get it to their big guys, and now both of their big guys are on the bench. Yeah, Pondo's going to try and go shooting and speed here. Their big guys have been effectively eliminated from the game, so they're just, that's where most of their mistakes are coming from. Pass it to the big guys are getting intercepted because Vista is expecting it.
And as the final couple minutes wind down here, Steven, what do you say Mountain Vista's expectations are for the rest of the season after a very high-scoring performance here this evening?
I'd say the expectation is the same. Win games, like any team. I think this game's been a good performance for them. They played against two pretty good big guys. But with that being said, there's going to be teams with more big guys. There's going to be teams with more speed. Pondo's definitely not the best team, but once you get to teams like Thunder Ridge, who have a bunch of big guys, then you're going to have to find a way to fight those because there's better big guys than Hawk and Hicks. So
they're going to call a timeout here. Ponderosa We have 2 minutes remaining to score. Mountain Vista 82, Ponderosa 57. We remind you to keep in track with the rest of the season, as this is a Mountain Vista basketball team that could be taking home a state title. Keep your eyes on this team. The Wood family coached this team well. They have not had to call a timeout all night. They have dominated. We saw it close in the second quarter, but since the second half has begun, Ponderosa has done absolutely nothing to stop the Golden Eagles. And we will see how these last 2 minutes unfold, as both teams at this point are playing entirely bench.
Yep, just seeing a few players out there, mainly number 11, Andrew Yamane, and number 13, Akil Aries, who I have not seen all night, getting those guys some chances to play some ball, especially with the game pretty much under wraps here with about 2 minutes to go left in the fourth. 82-57. I'd say this game's pretty much over. Give your bench guys some more chances to play.
And if you're Ponderosa, of course, how are you going to respond after a brutal loss like this?
Well, I could take this as a really good learning opportunity. I can see how Vista shut down my big guys, and I can figure out how to reverse that. I'd say Hawk is one of your better players. I would say not put him on the paint the entire day. I'd give him some chances to get on the three-point arc, shoot some, ball handle some, because he is a very fluid player. He was shut down tonight. Still got 20 points, but was shut down for most of the game.
And Willis gets the layup. That's the first scoring we've seen in a while.
Hawk is definitely one of the better players on this Ponderosa team. It'll just be interesting to see how they can respond from this game the rest of the season.
And Boyink is able to make it in. He's been one of their best bench producers tonight. Well, of course, this has been a fun one if you're a Mountain Vista fan. A 29-point lead right now for the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles as the final minute winds down here. As there you see, Ponderosa gets the bucket. That'll be number 4, Noah Wenstrom. Kimmel out to Aries. Aries, one of their bigger guys. Kimmel is going to drive on the inside, and he will miss. It's a rebound by Caleb.
This has got to get more guys around the basket. Only one guy around the basket on that play. If you want to get rebounds, you got to get more people there.
And now Kimmel with the rebound, and they can pretty much wind down the clock at this point and call it a night. Kimmel gets the layup, he misses.
Slow down the ball, there's no reason to score anymore. Game's over, just wind down the clock.
And the final 15 seconds will ensue, and I think that's what Ponderosa is going to do here, try to get the last shot and look forward to the next one. Rebound out of bounds, it'll go to Mountain Vista as they will just dribble away the last 6.7 seconds. And we are going to call it a night here at Mountain Vista High School. The final score in this game, Mountain Vista 86, Ponderosa 59. Before we close it, what was your biggest impression tonight, Steven?
Biggest impression tonight, Vista's aggressiveness. They played extremely aggressive ball, extremely aggressive defense, took advantage of the Pondo mistakes, and that's really going to help them in the future. Whether or not this is really one of their biggest challenges, that remains to be seen, but you still got a lot of season left to play. The conference